Hello friends, it's the Grub back once again with another episode of KSC, or KSP, here at the KSC. And as you recall, last time we put satellites around the planet Kerbal here and around the moon. And between that episode and this one, I kind of went and let them run to go ahead and complete their mapping duties. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how they've done. I actually let them complete it, but let's go ahead and see how much science we can get from those. Then we'll go ahead and make our plans to get one of these out to Minmus. And then at the same time, once we've done that, I think we'll try and send out a manned mission to Minmus. Maybe do a flyby. But here we go. We got a almost complete map of Kerbal. 95.6% completed. Low res. Yeah, it's not 100%, but I'll take it. And just showing off some of its features. I do like the mapping system. It's pretty cool. I do like this mod. But let's go ahead and forward in here closer. Analyze the data. Well, we get 9 science from that. But we had already sent back some earlier, didn't we? If I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and just submit that. There we go. And now we can go ahead and let's go check out the moons. There it is. Where's it at? Oh, here it comes. There it is. But yeah, here we go. We got ourselves a full Mooner map. Yeah, Mooner map. 100% complete. So we had it in a good orbit for that. So here's our low-res scan of the moon's surface. And you can see where we initially landed. In fact, we are just coming over our initial landing site, as it turns out. So yeah. Look down, straight down. That's about where our initial landing site was. Let's go ahead and see how much science we can collect from that analyzed data. Oh, good 60 science. That's something worthful. Okay. Let's go back and see what that science will get us. And then we'll send one of these out to Minmus. Because that's what I want to try and do from now on. Since I've taken remote tech off, I wanted to send out a automated probe with a map and maybe some science gear to check out the systems or the systems and bodies before I send any Kerbals there. But let's see here. 148 science. That'll allow us to go ahead and unlock this and go ahead and knock out this tier so we can start working on these. And then the 160. Now let us start building, getting stuff we need to unlock station parts, which is good. So we can start building our stations. Because we have the station components, but we don't have anything to dock them together with. Let's see, some flight gear, some better stabilization or specialized controls. So yeah, okay. Looking forward to getting that. So I can get these. And Protractor. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to get that. That'll help me do the interplanetary stuff. Yeah, just a couple extra stuff here. More science, so let's go ahead and see what we can do about getting something off to Minmus. And I'm just going to use a previous We can use the MinMapping. I think the only thing I am going to change with it. Oops. Just gonna give it some science stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, just to make sure I got this right. Okay, that fires, and these blow off, and that blows off. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is gonna be my Minmus map set. We'll call it map psi. Since it's got a little bit of science on it. Because we haven't got any science from out in the Minmus way. Hopefully that one little change won't be enough to cause major distress to it. And let's go ahead and wait for daytime. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use the over 4 whenever I'm waiting for daylight for day launches. But I think we're ready to go, so liftoff now. Oops. Well, it's a good thing we're not doing this with any Kerbals on board. Let's see if we can arrest this here, and maybe, just maybe, we can save this. I don't think I can. Yep. Don't think I can. I screwed up on that launch. Like I said, luckily though, there was no Kerbal lives to worry about on this one. I need to try to see, maybe I have some Separatrons. Maybe I may have to start using those if I have them. Well, let's just go ahead and let this do its thing here. Wait. It's got me pointing basically back up, straight back up again. I wonder. Just to mess around. Going into a flat spin. Yep. Really, I don't think that was anything more with the design. That was mostly me. I screwed up something first. But that does remind me that I do want to try to see if I do have any of these. Yeah. Doesn't hurt to use them. So I can make sure I keep them at least somewhat in the same areas. There we go. This should help stop it from doing its thing there. So, take 2 from Minmus. Here we go. Alright, we are in our orbit. We want to make a run from Minmus here. Where is Minmus at? Minmus is right there. Wonder, can I make it? Ooh. Oh, nice. And I can get a free return. How close are we getting on that one? It's not too bad, but since we're not really worrying about free returns or anything like that, let's go ahead and okay, I'll take that, and I'll adjust the arrival accordingly. This might be my easiest approach to Minmus I've ever had. Usually I end up having to play around for 20-30 minutes trying to find a good enough approach to Minmus. Double checking here. Oh yeah, I got plenty of Delta V. I'll drop this stage there on the way out. Alright. I will go ahead and be back when we are starting our burn. Alright, we're about ready to start our burn here. And we make our way so we can start mapping out Minmus. Here we go. And Looks like maybe it gave us a little too much. The burn estimate was off. Oops. Oh well. Alright, there we go. There's our approach. Let's see what's it looking like. Not too bad. See if we can't add a maneuver here to come below it. So we can try and get up into a polarish orbit for it. Looks like that. Alright. Alright, so we go and escape the surly bonds of Kerbal. Alright folks, and we're coming up here on our time for our maneuver. Got about 3 minutes for a very small maneuver. Let's go ahead and... Oops. There we go. That should do us. Yeah, that brings us under. Like I said, I'll make adjustments once we get there. Just wanted to come in under so we get the inclination will be a little bit easier, I think, doing it that way. Let's see here, can I... There we go. This might be a little bit better for us. And it brings us in closer. That way we can, use less fuel to get into the position. Even though I have more than enough. Alright. I'll be back once we get to that maneuver node, or get close to our maneuver node. Till then, they're just floating out here in the deep. The deep of Kerbal system. Not the deep of the Kerbal SOI. Now I'll be back. Alright folks, we're getting close up on our next maneuver node again here. Got about 3 minutes for a small burn. And I'm just kind of looking around, seeing if I can't spot it. Kind of seeing maybe it's hiding in the sun rays there, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, that's giving us a little bit better approach. Alright. Well, I will be back once we have gotten ourselves into the orbit of Minmus. Till then, let's just speed things up. See if we can't come across it. There we go, folks. I spotted Minmus. Starting to come in on it. And I think, yep, we're coming up on the SOI change. 15 minutes. There it is. We are now in a Minmus capture. Go ahead and set this thing and remind me when we get to a periapse point so that I can do the capturing burn. Let's see, how's this? Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to put us in a pretty good polar there. Let's take a look at it. Actually, yeah. I think we did pretty well here. Oops. I was already going 4 times speed. Okay, so we'll just sit here and wait till we get to our point. I'll go ahead and move to point towards periapse, or or retrograde, just to make sure I'm prepared. And just sit back and watch as I put this whole thing in orbit. I'm going to go ahead and just circularize the orbit enough to drop this tank onto Minmus. And then once again using the RCS of the actual satellite itself to do its thing. And yeah, we sent a one-shot science lab along with this, so. Alright folks, I think that is a good enough orbit. Let's go ahead and lay this so that it's pointing down here. Let's see, getting sunlight, it's getting sunlight, good. Go ahead and pop this open. We get our first getting our first scans of the moon of Minmus. And while we are here as well, I think we can go maybe do a little science here. Yeah. We had planned all along to go ahead and make these inoperable. So go ahead and do a materials bay. Just a little extra science, but hey, every little bit helps. Can I get a temperature reading? Nah, I can't get no temperature reading. That's okay. But yeah. We are now doing our scan of Minmus, and let's see what kind of, let's see what our polar orbit looks, because that's where it's really important. Oh yeah, we should be able to get 100% scan on Minmus with this orbit, because we're even overlapping right there. So I think we are good to go. I think it's time to let this run a little bit, and next episode we'll go ahead and we'll send out a man mission to Minmus. We're just going to let this collect some science data, some maps, so we can start planning our landing zone maybe. Not that I'm going to be that good at probably picking the spots, but hey, we can give it a shot, right? Well, once again, this has been the Grub. I hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy. Bye-bye.